cases.
All right, so just real quick on what could we expect today. I'm very curious to see what we're going to find out actually happened today, because so far the only thing we know for sure is there's leaks everywhere. Then what do you believe? What is the best scenario? I mean, is the best scenario for them to come out and say, listen, we hit it off on many aspects? Is the best scenario for him to say, met with Vladimir Putin, this is a guy I can't deal with? What is better for America? Is it for him to say, listen, I got him to admit that he meddled in the election. He promises not to do it again. I'll help you in North Korea, in Syria, the deconfliction. I mean, there's word with the Ukraine, the president of Russia is not happy the way it's going. The Ukrainians been remarkably resilient. They seem to have stood up their army, and they're wasting a lot of money there.
Well,
Are they going to look for an out there?
Talk about people being unhappy. Everywhere you go in New York, people are not happy with this mayor, Bill DeBlasio. Right. And then we had this officer that was shot in cold, just dead in the Bronx. She's a mother of three, a single mother of three. That just happened. And one day after this lady right there is shot dead up in the Bronx, Bill DeBlasio gets on a plane and he is headed to Germany. He's there to be the keynote speaker for all these protests. People here are so upset that he, as our mayor, is not here to swear in 524 NYPD recruits and to be there for that lady's family.
He skipped it.
Family.
And take a look at the cover of the New York Post. The day after a New York City cop was executed, Mayor de Blasio jets off to Germany to rally lefties against the G20. Ed Mullins, who heads up the New York City Police Department Sergeants Union, says, as the city mourns, its leader flees, and he wonders why he has a problem with the police. A real leader stays with the city in this time of hardship. He is the keynote speaker. He was invited by the organizer called Hamburg Shows Attitude, according to one of their tweets.
And here's the thing. He knew this is bad. That's why he only gave us 90 minutes notice that he was even leaving.
The city council said they didn't even know he was leaving, abandoning the Big Apple.
I would not be surprised to see him marching with the protesters, maybe if they could find a stocking mask that fits a guy with a head that big. Here's the problem, and this is why you should be embarrassed in New York City, is that he's got almost a 50% approval rating. As bad as he is, as ineffective as he's been, the homelessness situation's coming back, graffiti's coming back to New York City, crime is on a slight uptick here, and as well as the last two mayors have done to change things in New York, they said it was impossible. They've been a huge step back. And so far, he looks like a favorite to get another 4 years.
Well,
that's how embarrassing it is.
Here's the message he's sending to New Yorkers, though, who voted for him. I don't care about New York City. I'd rather push my progressive agenda overseas. And it's really telling to New Yorkers and to the family of this police officer.
He gets up every day and works out for 2 hours, shows up late to everything.
Well, how about you? When your boss calls you, let's say you have a vacation plan and something big happens at your plant or at the office, you have to cancel your vacation. You have to go a few days later because you got to hold down the fort at work. That's what you're paid to do. That's what the constituents voted and elected for him to do.
He's there to protest Trump, which is an embarrassment.
He can't put those anti-capitalist activists on hold. They're coming this weekend. He's got to be there.
He agrees with them.
Mark Penn is going to tell us in the next segment after the news about how the problem for Democrats right now is they need to move to the center rather than to the far de Blasio left. All right, 6:11 now here in New York City, and Jillian joins us with those headlines.
That's right. Good Friday morning to you guys, to you at home as well. A protester is behind bars accused of